take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. a tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
First down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
First down, Dallas.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple.
He's tackled at the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
And long.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Jackson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Cowboys nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he will be brought down, but he's got interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys nothing.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
10 yards on the pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
But that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Cowboys nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Runs through the contact. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
55, Mark, 55. Not today, you are. Not today.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 22-yard scamper as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Shoot!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The return man, Chris Moore. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24-yard.
That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
1st down, Cowboys.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right.
Bring it!
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Pick up a 3.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And the Cowboy.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
First down, Prescott. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On play action, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The toss right. This is Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, it's Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ingram again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.